Take two. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in thy world, and you chose to be right here. We got a lot to talk about. I'm very much thrown off right now. Take two. Let's do it again. Hi, how are you? Good to see you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you guys. We got a lot to talk about today. And it feels like it was really hard to get here today. Is Justin's StreamYard working? I hope. I pray to the Lord above. It looks like it's working so far. I need to thank Mods PGH for gifting a pearl necklace on that last live stream. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. Really do appreciate that. If you received that on the last live stream, please thank our PGH. And who else was it? Who else was it? Hey, Jude. Good to see you, honey. No pain, no gain. There you go, baby. Lily. Yes, Lily gifted 2 pearl necklaces. Thank you, Miss Lily. I think I got to say thank you, but thank you again. Really do appreciate you guys. Lot going on. And Daniel. Daniel. If you guys haven't noticed, Daniel is at it again. He claims through text messages hidden in the fog. Great creator, by the way. I think she's more on TikTok than YouTube, but she is on YouTube. She does have a channel on YouTube, and I will link her in the description as well as in the chat here. Mods will put them in chat. But Y'all, what this he is I think Daniel is very uncomfortable right now. And I think Daniel knows now. Let me tell you what I think's going on. What I think's going on now, Daniel thought he was musing the RCMP and these dog handlers, cadaver dog handlers. And he kind of felt like, oh yeah, he's helping out. Daniel, let me tell you something. You have not been named a suspect. You have not been named a person of interest. You have not been cleared. So if you think the RCMP, he just doesn't know police tactics, obviously. He just doesn't know police tactics. And I think what happened is he was wanting to know where all of the dog handlers were going, wanted to know their schedule. And I think they put him in his place. They put Daniel in his place and said, you need not worry. You need not worry, Daniel. Let us do us, and you do you. That's what I think. Yep. Yep. Remember, Daniel said he's got people on the inside. Hey, Christina. Good to see you, my dear. 14 months. What? Can I say hello? Hell to the no. I do not believe Daniel, the mother chicken. Amen, sister. Amen. Amen. Yeah, it does, Bliss. It does. You're exactly right. Okay. Let's let me see here. Hidden in the fog. All right, watch this, guys. She's got a lot. Okay. Check this one out. Credit goes to my friend and yours, Hidden in the Fog. And I'm going to drop that link right here in the chat. I'm going to drop in the description right now. Credit Hidden in the Fog. Link is provided in the description and in chat. Here we go. Guys, hit that thumbs up. Please, please, please. Oops, wrong one. We'll get to that one in a second. We'll get to that one in a second. What a day. What a day. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning looking at some of this. All right. Here we go.
Ages 6 and 4 vanished.
Watch this.
Especially with the first question I asked you, did you kill Lilly and Jack?
That was the first question they asked you?
Yeah.
What other kinds of questions did they ask you?
All the questions pertain to the death of Lilly and Jack. Are you accessory to the murder of Lilly and Jack?
Right. And I tell you, that's something that's always stuck out to me. The accessory of the MURDER. Right. We saw that in the documents. Well, we don't know, JC, but in the documents it said the disappearance or the MURDER of Lilly and Jack. Oh my God, Kelly. What did you do? I'm going to throw up on that. That is amazing. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you, Kelly. Oh my God, Kelly. That is amazing. Thank you so very much, my dear. I really do appreciate you. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank our girl, Kelly. Very kind, very kind. Yeah, I was like, don't know what to say. I get kind of shy when people do that stuff. Thank you so much, Kelly. I do appreciate you, my dear. You are a rock star. Yes. What a baller. Kelly's amazing. You guys are all amazing in here. Thank you so much, Kelly. Appreciate you. All right, but that is what the document says. He does say he was nervous
We're all
during his lie detector test.
So all of the questions assume.
Now, I don't know about you, but if someone asked you if you unalived your kid, would you be nervous? Would you be nervous during a polygraph if you know you didn't unalive your kid? I would not be nervous at all. I would not be nervous at all because I know I didn't do it. I just wouldn't. There would be nothing to be nervous about. What do you mean? That's the most ridiculous question. Hell yeah, I'll answer it. You know it's a ridiculous question. If you didn't murder anybody, you know it's a ridiculous question. Right?
That the children are no longer alive.
yeah.
Kelly, thank you again.
There were no questions at all about, did you take them somewhere? Could
No.
they be somewhere?
That was Martell back in May speaking to a CBC reporter regarding a polygraph examination which he had undertaken. It's also been released by the Rcmp in documents
Thank you again, Kelly.
that a number of family members
Thank you.
took polygraph examinations, including Martell, the mother also to Lilly and Jack Sullivan, Malaya Brooks Murray, the biological father to Lilly and Jack Sullivan, Cody Sullivan. All of those who took polygraph examinations did pass. They were deemed to not be deceptive, with the exception of Janie McKenzie, who is Daniel Martell's mother. Although she did do a polygraph exam.
I don't know. According to Daniel, he says the CPS didn't care about them taking a polygraph. They also say that, or sorry, CPS said they didn't need to do a drug test. And he says the RCMP was not worried about a drug test. If they did not give a drug test to every single one of them before they were given a polygraph, null and void. Go back. Hold on. What did Patty what did she say, Miss Ramsey? Go back to the damn drawing board. Start it over. If they did not get a drug test before.
The authorities stated that the results could not be tabulated due to physiological conditions. So she didn't pass, she didn't fail. The results simply could not be analyzed.
It's supposedly to do with some heart condition. I'm not convinced. Do you know there was one small pond that they couldn't search close to the closed down park? I don't know about that. I knew that I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't trust any water search by just regular law enforcement. And it's not to be shady toward law enforcement or anything like that. It's just that law enforcement doesn't do it every day like someone who specializes in it. And I can tell you the times that they have overlooked people for decades at a time. Decades. And so that's just that. Oh, absolutely, rugs can help you pass a poly. Hell yes. Absolutely.
So that was back in May, and an extensive search was carried out from the day the children went missing, May 2nd, up to May the 6th, when it was scaled back. And no sign of the children could be found.
I think I remember that.
Fast forward now to September, Rcmp brought cadaver dogs in, 2 dogs with their handlers from British Columbia. When I reached out recently to Daniel Martell asking about the status of the cadaver dog
Listen to
search,
this.
he did state that the
Listen.
cadaver dogs
Y'all are gonna-
had left days ago.
Hey, Tina, honey, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. I have been with my granddaughter in Tina. Has Daniel had an interview with DT? So there's not been a live interview. He's done a video. I think he's gonna drop it in different parts. Hey, Nietzsche, good to see you, my dear. It's a 1.25. Yeah, we're not gonna watch much more of it.
He
but yeah.
also went through the areas where they searched, which I will get to in a little bit.
All right, listen to this.
But he also said that at least one of the dog handlers with a dog by the name of Narc left Daniel very disturbed. Daniel claims that this one officer attempted to get a false confession out of him and even implied that he may have put the kids in the wood stove.
Does anyone believe that? There's a poll, but I want to see what your comments here in chat. Do you believe that one of the dog handlers or the dog handlers said, Daniel, we know you did it. We know you did it. And is he doing this for sympathy? Is he doing this for, some attention? Is he paranoid? I'm kind of thinking, guys, that there's some paranoia going on. Why do I say that? I'll tell you why I say that. So remember, well, this is what I said before. Daniel and them was allegedly on math before Jack and Lilly went missing. If you look at the documents, Malaya says that Daniel, the morning the children went missing, even after the cops was there, were acting erratic. Erratic is a word it doesn't really necessarily, it doesn't have a positive connotation to it, right? Erratic. What do you think of erratic when math heads, right? Like when they're, going every different place. And I've talked to you guys about people being on rugs and they'll want everything to be quiet, and they flip out. Right? They flip out. Well, was he paranoid the other day? Just the same? Was he paranoid just the same as perhaps the morning something or the night something happened to the kids, the next day, does Daniel get paranoid? He's supposedly locking his door with a wrench. With a fucking wrench. The night before the kids go missing. Something is wrong here. Something is really wrong here. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Good to see you, my dear. You're in your first month. Did you keep... Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about it, honey. Oh, honey, we got lots to talk about, Miss Sarah. Yes, sure did. We got to talk about it for sure, for sure. Rugs can cause paranoia even when not actively rugging. Absolutely. Why mention the wood stove, though? That's odd. Well, I can tell you this. Daniel, listen, I don't think a dog trainer, guys, it is very hard to cremate someone. It's very hard to cremate someone. You're not cremating someone because you're putting them in a wood stove. Okay, like Daniel is saying that this person is implying. Now, the dog handlers is not part of the Rcmp, right? They're not the Rcmp, right? They come in from, they work with the Rcmp from what I understand, but they are not part of the Rcmp, are they? Yes, they are. Or do they come around from, is it just from a different province? Well, yeah, it's definitely not hot enough as well, but I mean, I don't want to talk about too graphic about, but I can tell you if anyone was in that stove, which is ridiculous to say, Daniel, shame on you, number one. Rcmp would have known it as soon as they got there by the smell alone. Because it doesn't. Oh my God, Shannon. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Mama Tita. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Shannon. God bless you. You are so incredibly kind to me. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Love you to pieces. Appreciate you. All of that. Mwah, mwah. Thank you as well, my dear. You guys are so good to me. Really can't thank you enough, guys. They just have a different job in the Rcmp. Okay. Okay. All right. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Maybe they were frustrated. I'm just throwing out theories. Again, these are not facts. I just want people to know that what we're talking about right now. This is not, we don't even know if the Rcmp did this or not. This is what Daniel is saying. Let's get more into it before we talk about more. Get more into it.
Take a look at what he's
Watch this.
Daniel.
Thank you so
Very
much again,
disturbed.
Shannon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Daniel
Appreciate
claims
you.
that this one
Appreciate
officer
you.
attempted to get a false confession out of him and even implied that he may have put the kids in the wood stove. Take a look at what he said. In a message,
Now, I will say this. That wood stove was smoking that morning when the Rcmp got there. That is true. We got pictures, honey. Now I'm wondering, is that where Daniel's shirts and everything else goes to? Is that where everything went, Daniel? All of the stuff, that the shirts, all of that. If there is no better place to put something you don't want seen, the Rcmp is running in and out of your house, and you can't get something by them, but it's cold. It's cold. You don't want, your shirts or clothing to be found. Mm.
Daniel states he, meaning the dog handler, put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Daniel, 2 children just don't go missing." I replied, "Yes, sir."
These are text. Look at this. Text messages by Mr. Martell the second. Look. Check this out. Oh shit, was I muted the whole time? Was I muted? Hold on. He put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Daniel, 2 children just don't go missing." I replied, "Yes, sir, I'm well aware of that." He then said something happened Thursday night. Well, Daniel, we've all been saying something happened Thursday night. After you and Malaya got home, y'all were driving around, gallivanting, just got paid. You went to Starbucks, you went to Tim Hortons, allegedly, doctor's offices, Dollarama, and where else, Daniel, did you go? But he's saying here that the guy, Daniel, kids just don't go missing. We know something happened Thursday, Daniel. This is clearly paranoia. Clearly paranoia. Then he says, pretty much after all of this, he went to the Rcmp, his buddies, right? The ones he's got the in with. His words, not mine. Again, Daniel's words, not mine. And says, they came to my house, put their hand on my shoulder and said, "Daniel, we know something happened Thursday. Tell us. Do you throw them in the stove?" I'm well aware of that, guys. Kids just don't go missing. But I didn't have nothing to do with it, he says. And so he tells the Rcmp all of this. And they apologize to Daniel. "Daniel, I'm so sorry, Mr. Martell. I'm so sorry that we're going to apologize because other Rcmp people came in and blamed you." Go to hell, Daniel. None of that shit happened. Go to hell, Daniel.
I'm well aware of that. He then said, "Something happened Thursday night." I said, "No, it didn't. What are you referring to?" He then said, "We think you did something Thursday night." That's when I said, "Do you even know anything about the case?" He replied, "Not really. I seen you on..."
Can you believe that? Daniel says he tells the Rcmp person, "Do you know anything about this case?" "Not really," says the Rcmp guy. He's working the fucking case, Daniel. Of course he knows about the case. He's driven across the second biggest country on the planet as far as landmass. the second biggest other than Russia, and brings their pooches, their trained dogs, to sniff your foul ass piece of property, which I cannot imagine subjecting my poor dog to do, smelling Janie's vulture ass. No, I don't really know about it. I've just seen a few articles. They work for the Rcmp. They are looking for Jack and Lilly. You're just going to think that they're going to say, Daniel, oh, yeah, it's just we're just going to I've seen a few articles. Does anyone believe this man? He is just, can cadaver dogs pick up scent from fresh ashes? From a crematorium, no. With a regular because it's sterile. The ashes are, like, it's pretty much sterile once it comes out. But if it was like in a like a fire, yes, they can. Just like a regular fire, yes. But if you go to a crematorium, there's nothing left to, it's your
news once in BC. The conversation went a little something like that, maybe not word for word. It was heartbreaking and sickening to hear that. I told investigators after this, and they told me, Daniel, I'm sorry about that. We know what we know, and I'm sorry that happened to you. Daniel says he doesn't remember the guy's.
So the Rcmp, Daniel says his Rcm people says, we know, Daniel, sorry about that, Mr. Martell. We know that, you can run faster than any helicopter ever could. And we know what we know. That's his words. We know what we know. Well, Daniel, don't you understand? The dog people was they're on the Rcmp as well. You just make yourself look like a bigger idiot every time you do this shit, Daniel. I'm telling you, Daniel, when the math hits, don't think about doing an interview at that point, okay? It doesn't serve you. It really does not serve you. I mean, I'm here for it. To be quite honest with you. Because I just can't believe how ridiculous you are when you do this shit.
Name, meaning the Rcmp dog handler's name, but the dog's name was Narc. Daniel went on to say that the dog handlers went inside, he's meaning the trailer, and asked him what this thing was for. Daniel replied, that's a wood stove. You never seen one before? One of the handlers tried to get a false confession.
Okay. This is pure amusement, actually, at this point, that Daniel, like, Daniel, we are in 2026. We know what a flame looks like, right? A flame, fire. We're not cavemen anymore. You live in freaking Nova Scotia. Anywhere in Canada is cold. And there's a lot of stoves in Canada, Daniel. And I'm sure the RCMP man knew what a fire stove, heating stove would do. I mean, does he really think? How does he think? Seriously, listen to this. I'm not even trying to be funny. Watch this. The dog handler came inside and asked me what this thing was. I replied, "That's a wood stove. You never seen one before." I wonder, were they looking at it for some reason? And Daniel got a little paranoid, or what? Hey, Belinda, honey. I think Daniel, I don't see Belinda, but I see people talking to her. But I wonder, I understand, Belinda. I understand. But this makes me wonder, I think Daniel might be paranoid. Because, Daniel, let me tell you something. There is a lot of us at work behind the scenes on this, right? We're not going to tell you everything, Daniel. We're just not going to tell you everything. And I can't imagine that the RCMP certainly isn't going to tell you everything, even though you think you're the big buddy, the big brother. You got people on the inside, Daniel. We want whoever, individual or individuals, responsible for Jack and Lily's disappearance and most likely unfortunate abuse, neglect, and death to be held 100% accountable. 100% accountable. And I was also thinking about this last night. At this point, if the RCMP doesn't have everything that they need, I'd like to hear Belinda's. I mean, sure, it's going to take thinking and all that, but if one of them knows something, well, I mean, if they both know something, but if, let's say, for instance, this is a scenario, I'm not saying it's happened, I'm not saying it's a fact, form your own opinion, no one's been proven guilty, anything like that, okay? This is hypothetical. Let's say one of them, they both know, but one of them is the lesser of what happened, right? The lesser of what happened. Let's say the abuse normally came from stepdad, right? Mom was lazy, maybe had some things going on up here after her birth. I can't think of the name right now, guys. I apologize. It's on the edge of my tongue. I can't say it. But anyway, let's say she really wasn't that involved. She neglected and all that. But let's say she knows what happened. And RCMP offered her a confession. Let's say RCMP offered her a deal. You can walk. tell us where the kids are, and tell us what happened. Tell us what that person did. Whoever did it. Got me? You can walk because we know you're the lesser of two. The two things we need for you to walk is just tell us where they are and tell us what happened. What do y'all think about that? At least we would know where the kids are. We could put, they would be, we would, know what happened. And not everyone gets everything they want in cases like this. It's just the way it is. But one person, I believe, in my opinion, the ringleader, I believe most of these kids end up abused, hurt, whatever, because of the environment that they were put in, right? Nope, they did that with Jen Soto. I agree. Listen, I think they could have got Jen Soto much easier. I don't know why they didn't do Jen Soto. But the thing is they found Madeline, right? They had, they may have a lot more stuff privately as well. I'm looking for her comment. I'm looking for it, but we'll see. Oh, thank you, Angel. Thank you, baby. Good to see you. I love you to pieces. Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much, love. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mick. Thank you, Angel. And thank you, Hobo. Good to see you. Guys, could one of my mods send me what Belinda said? Justin, I sent you the video Daniel did on text. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very much, all of you guys. Very kind to me. Much love. This needs to be solved. It does. It does. It's about damn time. It is. It is. I think Daniel's worried because he's just not. I can tell you one thing. They are not telling Daniel where they're searching at right now. Can tell you that. Pow. Boom, boom, boom. You know that, Daniel. You don't know where they're searching, and that bothers you. That bothers you, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Daniel?
Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch.
Sure does. And do. We got over 1,000. Okay. I don't believe any of their stories. Me either.
Out of me, Daniel says, by trying to get me to admitting to murdering the kids. Investigators were privately talking with mom, so it was only me and the dog handlers when they tried to pull that stunt. Daniel also said that the dog handlers asked him if he had burnt anything, meaning in the wood stove, since May 2nd, because they saw ashes, and Daniel said it was summer for the last few months, so why would he heat wood in the summer?
Fix it.
And as well, there was a fire ban. The same handler said weird things. Daniel said,
I didn't hear this
anything, meaning in the wood stove, since May 2nd, because they saw ashes, and Daniel said...
Hold on, what? Wait a second.
One of the handlers tried to get a false confession out of me, Daniel says, by trying to get me to admitting to murdering the kids. Investigators were privately talking with mom, so it was only me and the dog handlers when they tried to pull that stunt. Daniel also said that the dog handlers asked him if he had burnt anything, meaning in the wood stove, since May 2nd, because they saw
Belinda, type
ashes.
something, please,
And Daniel said
so I
it
can
was
do
summer
something.
for the last few months, so why would he heat wood in the summer? And as
Hold
well,
on. I'm trying to do two things at
anything,
once.
meaning in the wood stove, since May 2nd, because they saw ashes. And Daniel said it was summer for the last few months, so why would he heat wood in the summer? And as well,
Okay, they asked me. Okay. There's Belinda. There we go. So I can see her. There we go. So I can see Belinda, what she says. All right. They asked me if I burnt anything since May 2nd in the stove because they seen ashes. I said, well, it was summer for the last few months. Why heat the wood in the summer? And then a fire ban. Well, that's a fire ban that, yes, you can't burn anything outside, but you can still burn inside. You got to have heat if that's your only source of heating. But you don't normally heat during the winter or the summer. I get that. He also said human remains dogs can smell remains in ashes. He's so been watching us. He's been watching all of us, guys. It's pathetic. I said, why are the dogs not inside here? Then instead of asking what a wood stove is, LOL. You think that's funny, Daniel? They did bring the dogs in the house. They did all the property too. Hmm. Is he conveniently saying that the last time he burnt something was May 2nd? He didn't burn anything on the 3rd or the 4th, just May 2nd.
there was a fire ban. The same handler said all these weird things, Daniel states. And the dog handler also said, meaning he told Daniel, human remain dogs can smell
Of
remains in
course.
ashes. Daniel said, why are the dogs not inside then?
Sarah, let me tell you something. I grew up in the country. Country. That's the only heat I grew up with when I was little. That's the only heat. I didn't know what a heat coming out of a vent was till I was probably 14 years old. I mean, it's ridiculous that he thinks this. He is a pathological liar. He can't help himself. I've never seen anything like it. Any other story that I have covered. Yes, there are a lot of liars, right? I get that. People want, but I have never seen it is delusional. You're right. I've never seen anyone lie to this extent. Baby kisses, yes, but he did it in an intelligent way, right? Edgar did it in a way more precise, responsible way, even. Things that, or he wouldn't answer the things, right? He would do wordplay with it. And I think Daniel does some wordplay for sure. But he talks out of both sides of his mouth. It is still cold in May, especially the mornings and the nights, right? It is here too. It is here too. I mean, you guys got to remember, it was May for a lot of us in the United States. I mean, I'm in the mid-Atlantic, kind of north area. It's it's cool here of the morning and of the night, but we're talking Canada, Nova Scotia. It was basically the end of April when they went missing. May 2nd, the very, very, very beginning of May.
And Daniel then stated that they did, in fact, bring the dogs inside. At one point, I just asked Daniel straight up, so they thought you put the kids in the wood stove? And he confirmed that, yes, that handler did think so. And then Daniel went on to say that it saddened him to know that to have someone think such, quote, cruel shit. As far as where the dog...
Yeah. He says, yeah, they thought I put Jack and Lilly in the stove.
Searched while they were in Nova Scotia. Daniel states that they searched the blanket site. This would be the site where the pink blanket was found just off of Lansdowne Road.
Get ready.
That was searched multiple times. The pipeline where the footprint was found was searched multiple times. The dogs also did search the property here, meaning 1407 Gairloch Road. This is the property where the trailer sits and where Lily and Jack Sullivan lived with Martell and their mom, Malaya Brooks Murray. Daniel also stated that he knows that they searched other properties. He doesn't know at the moment which properties they searched or what other areas they searched. But he did say that he does plan to meet with investigators next week to see what the next steps will be. It has...
Okay. Daniel, hold on.
And where Lily and Jack Sullivan lived with Martell and their mom, Malaya Brooks Murray. Daniel also stated that he knows that they searched other properties. He doesn't know at the moment which properties they searched.
Right. You damn right, Daniel. You damn right. You don't know. And that is chapping your little ass. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it, boo-boo. You want to know what they're searching, don't you, Daniel? You do. And they're not going to tell you, Daniel. So sit and get comfortable with it. Okay? Sit and get comfortable with it. Be glad they're out there searching. Just sit and be comfortable and be glad, Daniel, as the innocent man that you are, right? That there is just someone out there searching for Jack and Lilly and is going to lock up the motherfuckers that did something to them. You should be so happy about that, Daniel. I know I am. I know I am. Okay. Such a jerk. Hey, Robin. Good to see you, babies. Good to see you, darling. Thank you so much. Clap us up. Clap us up. Hey, everyone of you beautiful pearls. I've been gone since we know 35th high school. Congratulations. Had a blast, but missed you. So far behind. Did I miss anything important or big? Yes, you have, Robin. They searched Daniel and Junkyard Janie's property, and Daniel says that they accused the dog handlers accused him of putting Jack and Lilly in the wood stove. And Daniel said he got upset. He went to the Rcmp and said, these people are telling that I'm doing it, that I put Jack and Lilly in a wood stove. And they're not telling Daniel where he's looking, where they're looking. And Daniel, they're looking. I'll just tell you that they are certainly looking. I'm so here for it. Thank you so much, Robin. Good to see you. Glad you had a good time, my dear. Hey, CB, thank you so much, my dear. Belinda, so much. Second motives coming out. So sorry you have to see it. I hope you take breaks, but many of the but many on the side of truth. Amen to that. Amen to that. And that's the thing, CB. All of us, all of us should just want the truth, no matter what happened, who did or didn't do something. We just want the truth. And that has been my biggest thing with Daniel and Malaya, especially Daniel. Why does anyone lie on a 4 and a 6-year-old story? Why? Don't understand it. There's only one reason, in my opinion, why someone lies on a 4 and a 6-year-old story, right? Very good comment, CB. Thank you so much. Good to see you, my friend. Hey, Christina. Very generous of you, my dear. Good to see you. Who you girl. Daniel also said he had been asking for Cadaver, yes, dogs to search the property. Yet when they brought them in, he told them that he knows 100%. Very good point. Very good point, Christine. Daniel also said that he has been asking for Cadaver dogs to search the property, yet they brought them in and he told them that he knows 100%, not 99%, not 95%, not 80%, 100%, that he knows that they are not there. So why bring them in, Daniel? If you were all seeing, all knowing, why would you ask him to bring him in if you know 100%? Don't just say it is to appease the public or anything like that. Because I know that's where you're first going to go. That's the only thing you got, Daniel. Very good point, Christine. Very, very good point. Exactly. Why are you... I've got the text messages of him saying, oh, well, yeah, I've been asking them to bring Cadaver dogs in since day 5. But 100%. Right? If someone is not guilty, they wouldn't be stalking every platform to prove their innocence. Fuck no. No way. I be the last of my worries, right? Where is the kids? Where's the kids? Because the only thing Daniel should be worried about, or any other person, whenever their loved one is missing, is finding them. Because when you find them, you get your day, right? You get your day of proving that you had nothing to do with it. Like there's nothing there, or you did have something to do with it. So either way, like the only reason you wouldn't want them found is if it would prove something, in my opinion. What's y'all's?
or what other areas they searched. But he did say that he does plan to meet with investigators next week to see what the next steps will be. It has been stated that it's believed Lily and Jack
Absolutely,
disappeared
Brandy.
through a
Absolutely.
sliding glass door in the morning of May 2nd, while Martell and Malaya Brooks Murray rested in bed, drifting in and out of sleep. When they got up, approximately about 10 o'clock a.m., they realized the children were nowhere around, and Malaya Brooks Murray called 911 to report them missing. Malaya Brooks Murray, the mother, has not been back to the property since the second day the children went missing. She reportedly also blocked Daniel Martell on social media, as well has declined all.
I hope, by the way, Belinda, I'm going to go back after this live, and I'll make sure I see your things that you typed earlier that I'm missing, honey. I do apologize. It's just moving so fast right now, but I try to see it where I can. Y'all ready for this? By the way, give a big hand to our friend Hidden in the Fog. Again, she's more, I think, on TikTok, but she does have a YouTube channel, so make sure you sub up to it. to the chat here and in the replay. Link is provided in the description. Great work, Hidden in the Fog. She's done some great work on this case. She's really done some great work on this case, and very thankful for her. You know, even if we don't agree as creators, we can have, we all should are striving for the same thing, hopefully, and that is finding Jack and Lilly. And like Belinda said, putting their name out there, keeping the pressure on people who know something and Rcmp, because if there is public interest, it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. And that is why super, super important that we can't lose interest in Summer's story, right? In Michael Vaughn's story, in Sebastian's story, in Jack and Lily's story, in Dylan's story, all of that. So we're going to be here for it. We're going to be here for it. Oh, Miss Joyous, good to see you, my dear. You get your dinner done, Joyous? You and your husband have dinner yet today? Love you, Miss Joyous. You are incredibly kind to me. So incredibly kind. I love you. Really do appreciate you. Thank you. And your loved ones as well. Appreciate you, my dear. If you received one of those, make sure you give our Joyous a big, big thank you. Very kind of you, Miss Joyous. Patriot, very kind of you, my friend. Good to see you. He's switching stories, saying this, that, etc., to create confusion and throw people off. Yes, yes. And that's why, in my opinion, we need to go with what they said in the beginning before they watched us, adapted to their stories, where we've called out the inconsistencies, all of that. Keep it what they said in the beginning. Thank you so much, Joyous and Patriot. Very kind of you both. Much love. Okay, now, couple things. Hopefully, Mr. Martell is going to do an interview with DTS soon. It may be just a video that he's releasing. He did drop a video earlier. Mr. Martell. Oh, okay. We'll get to this one in a second. 1 second. One second. Okay. I want to play something here. And credit goes to DTS show. Link is provided in the description as well. This is very interesting. Let me put this. Link is provided in the description and in the chat for the replay crew. Here we go, guys. Tell me what you guys think about Mr. Martell. Oh Lord, y'all. It's just crazy. It's mind-boggling actually at this point. Here we go. Oh crap, why do I keep doing that? Watch this. Guys, do me a favor also, hit that thumbs up button. We greatly appreciate that. Okay, it says say here. Okay, so DTS says full interview coming soon. Can't wait to see that. So we can. The thing about no matter what Daniel says, he has lied so much already that it's going to be inconsistent. Oh, Sheila's late. Oh my God, Sheila. Oh my goodness. Sheila to the office, please. You're being paid. Sheila to the office, please. You're being paid. We need a late slip for Miss Sheila. Oh, it's on, Sheila. Good to see you. Thank you, my dear. Good to see you. Y'all welcome. And Daisy Love, thank you so much for Thank you so much. All right, here we go.
Time comes in. Around what time does the search stop on the first day?
Listen to this.
The search doesn't stop on the first day. They go right through the night.
Interesting. And when are you notified about a blanket?
If we're referring to the blanket that was up in the tree, or
right,
just
well,
the
let's-
blanket in general.
Okay. So you're probably a little bit confused right here. Are you talking about the blanket up in the tree or the blanket in general? Well, what the hell are you talking about? There's a blanket in the trash. That's torn. Let's get that straight. And the other part of that blanket is in the tree. Oh, of course he needs something. Oh, he sounds a lot more. I don't know. It's different. Like when you hear him on the news, like he does sound Nova Scotian, but he sounds a lot more. He's got more of a thick accent right here for whatever reason. Might be the meth kicked in or something. I don't know. Whatever. Hey Trish, good to see you, my dear. 2 months. Love your coverage on current topics. Thank you so much, Trish. Appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you, and really do appreciate your support in that comment. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you. All right, listen to this.
Let's rewind then. So there's been a lot of confusion that you
Yeah.
had denied that the blanket in the tree was Lily's that ended up being Lily's. Was there another blanket that was found out there?
Okay. First of all, he didn't answer that question. Did you? Okay, let's back up before you start to. Did you, Daniel, deny? Did you deny that was Jack and Lily's blanket? And the answer is a resounding yes. You did. For several days, actually. So, answer that one. Just let me.
Confusion that you
Yeah.
had denied that the blanket in the tree was Lily's that ended up being Lily's. Was there another blanket that was found out there?
There is actually another blanket. There's a full pink blanket. I was shown a picture of it, splayed out on the ground. Officer Karen Mason showed me that. She was involved in quite a bit of.
So now there's just just blankets flown everywhere, around the house, around the property. Daniel's saying a population of what, 100 in that little area. He's such a fucking idiot. I can't with this SOB.
Just back and forth stuff between the command center and me and Malaya and Mom and some of the people involved, and just trying to relay information, keep us up to date and stuff like that.
And this pink blanket that they found, was it something that they found close to the house, or?
I'm not sure the location where it was found. There was a pink.
You don't know where this pink blanket was found, but it was on the ground, right? But didn't ask. They didn't tell you where this pink blanket. Why 5 months later is Daniel talking about now a second blanket? Because whenever he was talking about a second blanket, I thought, oh, well, he's talking about the torn blanket. It's actually one blanket, but there's two pieces. No, that's not it. He doesn't know where it's at, he says.
Some of the people involved, and just trying to relay information, keep us up to date and stuff like that.
And this pink
And-
blanket that they found, was it something that they found close to the house, or
I'm not sure the location where it was found. There was a pink blanket, there was a water bottle, there was a children's T-shirt, and there may have been a sock or socks too, it's showing me as well. But none of them belonged to Lily's, right? I mean, none of them were Lily's, none of them were Jack's.
do you know if all those items were found at the same place, or were they found throughout?
They did mention about finding a blanket, a water bottle. It's all in there, right? But not another blanket. They never mention that. And especially, you don't even know where it's at, Daniel, but you denied Lily's blanket in the beginning. You denied it. Even big Canadian media recognizes that. That's not even debatable. Listen to what else he says. I know, Mama Angie. It's crazy.
I'm not sure where they were found. I was just told that, or any of these items, Lily and Jack's, we found them during the search.
Were they photographed together?
No, they were not photographed. They were photographed individually.
Hold on. Wait a second.
They found throughout.
I'm not sure where they were found. I was just told that, or any of these items, Lily and Jack's, we found them during the search.
Were they photographed together?
No, they were not photographed. They were photographed individually.
They were photographed individually. So you saw them and you still denied that Lily's blanket was Lily's blanket. Do y'all not remember when it says, the family just took me here, they found a blanket, and I think it's saying the mom is saying that that's her daughter's. Mom is saying that's her daughter's. Daniel denied it. And denied it until I know he denied it on the 5th. I know he denied it on May 5th. Kids went missing on the 2nd. The blanket was found the 2nd. Right? Denied it. Malaya didn't. 3rd, denied it. Malaya didn't. 4th, denied it. Malaya didn't. 5th, denied it. Malaya didn't. Well, he's saying that, Marie, but which blanket?
Yeah, so most likely then they were not found together.
Yeah.
And around what time was this blanket, the full one that didn't belong to them? When was that one found?
Yes.
That was found, it would have been during the daytime. So, because I remember I was actually standing on the front deck when she brought her phone up to show me. So that would have been.
Now, I'm not saying that there's not 2 blankets. See, Daniel originally said it was it a pink LOL blanket? Was it a pink LOL blanket? Yeah, I think this is blanket 3. Just wondering if blanket 3 is actually in the room with us, or if there is another story to cover for him denying the original blanket. Yes. And let me show you what something that always got me. Daniel's And by the way, Daniel, I've already told the RCMP this, so kiss my ass. I'll have to pull it up. But I got a picture of I've got a picture of a pink blanket that's kind of like in a tree, that it's not on the ground. And that's the one that I always thought it was, until I later got another picture, and it looks white with pink stripes. And Daniel, when the kids first went missing, he's got that pink blanket up in Jack and Lily's window. And then the next day, it's down. It's down. So I don't know. But I've already mentioned it. Hey Trishy, good to see you.
Sometime during the day. So I'm saying between noon and 4 p.m. probably.
So 4 is when they found.
Daniel's got a lot of fabric questions going on here, right? These blankets that are hung up in windows, and then he says doors, and then there's a pink blanket, and then there's a white blanket, and then it's planted very perfectly, where someone can see it. But people who are trained at searching did not see it. Daniel, super Martell, did not see it when he says he drove through, but the family did. And also, 2 shirts that he alleges that Malaya takes. Malaya didn't take those shirts. She didn't want nothing to do with you, Daniel. You wanted something to do with her. You were texting people trying to get in touch with her, right? You were texting people trying to get in touch. Oh, everything's changed. Everything. Because when you catch them in something that is inconsistent, that doesn't make sense, that they don't have an answer for, that should make sense, certain things, right? Oh, he's going to dig himself way further. We're not even close yet. It should make some sense. But Daniel, he just patches up the little hole right then and there. Whatever questions he's asked, he's just going to patch that one up. And the other ones, there's going to be a leak right here when the next question's asking. He's going to patch that one up when nothing makes sense. Full of shit,
On the
Daniel.
pink blanket that was Lily's, that was a portion of the blanket, correct?
Yeah. I'm not sure on the exact time on that either. It would have to be after 4 because the school bus goes up there around 4 o'clock.
Hold on.
That was Lily's, that was a portion of the blanket, correct?
Yeah. I'm not.
Okay. Listen to this. The other blanket that was the portion of Lily's. Daniel is saying it was found at about, it would have to be later in the day.
Sure on the exact time on that either. It would have to be after 4 because the school bus goes up there around 4 o'clock.
So the blanket that was found in the tree would have to be found after 4 o'clock, because that's what time the bus goes up there. Okay. Sure about that, Daniel?
Gotcha. And
Because that school bus, it goes up and it actually goes up and turns at my Uncle Ron's house, which is about 500 feet past where the blanket was found.
gotcha.
So, and the bus usually goes up there, and the bus usually makes its way up there around, I don't know, 3:55, between 3:55 and like 4 o'clock.
And this bus has cameras, correct?
Yeah, the buses do have cameras. When they looked at the footage from the outside of the buses, the blanket was not there.
All right. They don't say that the blanket was not there. They don't say that at all, Daniel. And this is the thing. This is the thing, Daniel. Where were you during that time? Oh, I don't either. I don't believe a single syllable this lying piece does. He has no credibility left at all. Where were you during all this time, Daniel? You were the one that said you were gone most of the very interesting first and second day. Welcome, Trish. Logan said Daniel was still in the woods before knowing about it. Logan said Daniel was, yep. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. He was conveniently gone. Yes. It's so fucking apparent.
Interesting. And it went both directions, correct? It went.
Yeah, they both go both directions. They have multiple buses.
And it was not seen at 3:55, 4 o'clock. When
Now, first of all, I don't know if the buses, it like a dash cam? I know they have buses cameras on the inside. Do they have it from the outside now? Or whatever? I don't know. I really don't. I have no idea about that. Oh, thank you, Cherie. Thank you so much, my dear. Welcome. Thank you so much for your support. Good to see you, my love. Thank you so much, dear. Really do appreciate you very, very much. Good to see you, honey. Appreciate you. Very kind of you. In my opinion, Daniel knows where these babies. Oh, I agree. What does Daniel and Malaya have? What do Daniel and Malaya have nothing on this? Accuse him of nothing, but also ghost him. I don't know what you mean, Meredith. Timu pool big enough for Janie to dip her big toe in. She might be able to fit that big toe in there. It just depends if it's got a hangnail or not.
bus pass.
No, they said they did not see it on any camera footage from the buses. So
That is how far is the search command from where the blanket was found?
from the piece of Lily's blanket that was found in the tree, the actual command center itself.
Yeah.
It is okay. When you look at Lansdowne Station Road on the map, I'll just wait for you here to set that up, and then we can take a look.
Yeah,
I'll give you the exact location.
So here is. Do you see it?
Yeah. So that is.
Okay, wait a second.
Lansdowne Station Road.
Wait a second. Wait a second here. He's saying, what time does the bus run? What time does the bus run? And he's saying it's not seen on the bus camera. I know, Wolf. I did, Jen. Yes. And I don't think she's MIA. I think she may have the ability to read a room or situation better than the rest of. Who are you talking about, Charmaine? Clutchy reminds me of CP. Loves the camera and loves not finding those babies. Well, Claudia, thank you so much for that. Number one, appreciate you. Yes. It's interesting you say that. It's very interesting you say that because look what someone wrote. I was going to show y'all this today. Look what someone wrote. Thank you for that, by the way. Very kind of you, and really do appreciate your support. Check this out. Hey, Daniel, you followed the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers' case pretty closely, didn't you? Yes, it sure does appear that you copied Edgar CP almost verbatim. Hey, RCMP, check Daniel's YouTube history and his interest in the Sebastian Rogers case. Allegedly, and in my opinion, and speculation only, of course. Just saying. I will say this, Daniel. You do not have the same IQ as Edgar. Not even close, Daniel. Not even close. You just don't. So don't even try. Don't even try. You know, Edgar gets up off his ass and works and provides. He may not be, in my opinion, a very good person with kids, but he is at least willing to get off of his ass and provide something. And so there's that. Anywho, but yeah, he supposedly followed old Sebastian's case.
As soon as you're going up Lansdowne Station Road,
All right,
you go across.
listen to this. What happened?
I'll just wait for you here to set that up, and then we can take a look.
Yeah,
I'll show
got
you,
it.
give you the exact location.
So here is. Do you see it?
Yeah. So that is Lansdowne Station Road. As soon as you're going up Lansdowne Station Road, you go across a little bridge.
It's this direction.
Lansdowne Station.
Oh, this direction. Okay.
Yeah. So Lansdowne Station Road. There you go over a little tiny bridge.
Okay.
I don't know.
Have I gone too far?
Yeah. It goes right on Lansdowne Station Road. There's a little bridge when you're going down, and then you see. Yep. When you're seeing right around that turn there, that's
Okay.
where it is. You just headed on it. Right
So
past that
around
little
here.
dirt road there, that little gravel pit dirt road. Yeah.
Why? I'm just curious, but why would they make command so far south of where you guys live? Did they say anything about that by any chance?
I'm not sure the actual reasoning for making it there. I know it's a road that's they had a long stretch going down that hill, going to the command center, so everyone could park their cars. Because there was hundreds of cars there, Daniel.
There was a lot of cars. I don't know if there was hundreds. Was there hundreds of cars? There was a lot of cars. I've got a picture of them all lined up. There was a ton of cars, but I don't think there was hundreds, Daniel. There was a ton of cars, but I've got a picture of them all lined up. Buses in the province have cameras inside and out. Thank you. You can't even count to 100. I know. Poor thing. It's just sad.
Now,
search vehicles. They had to move in, RCMP SUVs and everything, right?
so how long after law enforcement arrived at 1027
Well,
did
that's
the
assuming everyone
command post
brought
get set up? Was that something
one
that
car.
was that like the first thing that happened?
I don't.
Was that why it take a
I'm not
while?
sure. I was actually in the woods for a lot of that, Daniel. So I don't have like
Oh,
a
you were.
keys and everything, right?
Hold on.
Because there was hundreds of cars,
One second.
RCMP SUVs and everything, right?
So how long after law enforcement arrived at 1027 did the command post get set up? Was that something that was that like the first thing that happened? Was that why it take a
I'm
while?
not sure. I was actually in the woods for a lot of that, Dan.
What do you mean? 1027, you said you waited for the RCMP to get to the house. That's your words, Daniel. You waited for the RCMP to get to the house. By 1034, they're already. They were what? They were at the little lake there, or the little bodies of water searching. They started immediately. So were you not around, Daniel, when they actually showed up? Yeah. He's like, when did they start?
Daniel, so everything, right? Yeah, they had to move in, our
Law enforcement arrived at 1027 did the command post get set up? Was that something that was that like the first thing that happened? Was that why it take a
I'm not
while?
sure. I was actually in the woods for a lot of that, Daniel. So I don't have
I bet you were in the woods. And he's the only one who reports of maybe hearing Jack or Lily. And he's the only one that makes this weird video of him searching for 30 minutes. Yes. I hope, Carol, I hope he's very, very comfortable.
like a clear time that was set up. Clear time that I could say the setup began or was completed.
So around what time were you notified, and how were you notified about the pink blanket that belonged to Lily?
The pink blanket that belonged to Lily, I wasn't notified at all about that. I was actually told there was a piece of a pink blanket that was found up the road in a tree.
Do you believe this shit? He actually wasn't notified at all. You are so full of shit, Daniel. It is astonishing to me that you are actually willing to continue talking. You have absolutely no shame. None. No shame, no anything. When your entire family, people that was there, Daniel, says different. I just cannot believe that. I actually wasn't notified of it. Really? Malaya sent a photo to Junkyard Janie as well. And the family contacted you and you said, yeah, I threw that blanket away. He's going to get into it. Hold on, listen to what he says
blanket
here.
that belonged to Lily?
The pink blanket that belonged to Lily, I wasn't notified at all about that. I was actually told there was a piece of a pink blanket that was found up the road in a tree, and I said, "Piece of a pink blanket." Like, and I put 2 and 2 together. I ran out to the garbage bin, and I seen that there was a hole ripped in the bag.
Oh. He said that there was a piece of a pink blanket, and he put 2 and 2 together. Just like that, 2 and 2 together. If I threw something away, right, and my kid was missing, and they said they found something that I had allegedly thrown away a week before, I would not be thinking about that. That would not even enter my mind. Where it was, if it was still on the property, if it was still in the trash can. But Daniel, as soon as he's like, piece of a pink blanket, I immediately put 2 and 2 together. Would you? If you had threw something in the trash away, threw it out by the road, don't even know if the trash man got it or whoever. Out of sight, out of mind, you're not even thinking about it. Yeah, Linda. And they said they found a piece of a pink blanket. Oh my God, let me go to the trash. Let me go to the trash right now. I threw out a fucking pink blanket 7 days ago. And my mommy can tell you. My mommy can tell you. She told me not to make the trash too heavy, because I'm bad about making that trash too heavy. I'm a 33-year-old grown man who has children of his own, and someone has to be there to tell him not to make his fucking trash bag too heavy. And it didn't get dirty, right? Right, Lexi? So interesting, huh? How wet was that blanket when it was found?
And I
Listen to it.
put 2 and 2 together. I ran out to the piece of a pink blanket that was found up the road in a tree, and I said, "Piece of a pink blanket." Like, and I put 2 and 2 together. I ran out to the garbage bin, and I seen that there was a hole ripped in the bag, and clearly there was somebody who went into the garbage, or
And there was a hole ripped in the bag. Clearly someone ripped into the garbage. It's like secondhand embarrassment at this point. Honestly, it's like secondhand embarrassment just how deep he's willing to stick his hand up his own orifices. Just bend your elbow, Daniel. Just bend. First of all, Jack and Lily didn't like to get dirty, wet, or cold. Hold on a second. I just thought of something. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I got a photo I need to look at to see something. See something. There is a photo that's by the road, and I want to see if it's got, I might have it right here. One second. I'm just is this the, tell me, is this what he's talking about? I want to see this trash can that's by the road. Is he talking about this area right here? This thing right here? It's hard to see. Is that it, where he puts the trash in? Is that it? Okay. Belinda, do you have an idea about how high this trash can is? First of all, it's got a lid on it, right? Oh, we are going to keep watching the video, Sandy. Don't you worry. About 4 feet. And does it have, it has a lid on it. Is it a plastic lid? Is it a wooden lid? Does it, if somebody's got a better picture of it, please send it to me. If anybody's got, I got a picture somewhere, but if anybody, oh, they're roasted. If anybody's got a picture, I'd like to see it. You know, if whoever got this out, it wasn't Jack or Lilly. Wasn't Jack or Lilly, and for anyone to actually believe that, we're talking about, it's a big wooden box, heavy, bulky. I mean, a 4 or a 6-year-old isn't going to, you know, reach out over top of it. And also, listen to what Daniel says after this. You just fucking, I'm telling you, anyone believes this man, like, if you're honest, if you are truly honest with yourself and you truly want to find Jack and Lilly and you are on the true path, right? There is way too much here that this man has said. How can you believe him? How can you?
Or something went on with the garbage.
Listen to this.
The garbage bin, and I seen that there was a hole ripped in the bag, and clearly there was somebody who went into the garbage, or something went on with the garbage for a piece of that to be ripped out. Because usually when you look in the garbage bin, Daniel, and you see a garbage bag, usually it doesn't have a hand-sized hole ripped in the side of it.
That's interesting. Now, the pink blanket, when they told you about it, did they show you a picture? The
Of
piece?
the piece of the blanket? No.
No. Okay,
No.
so they just told you they found a piece, and you went to the garbage bin. And
Yeah.
where in the garbage?
Daniel, they didn't send you a picture. Your cousin didn't send you a picture. Malaya didn't send you a picture. Have you heard what your cousin has said about what happened that day? Have you, Daniel? Two people that found the blanket that was right there when they found the blanket. Malaya did send one to Janie as well. Sure did. Sure did. Absolutely.
Bin was the bag that had the other part of the blanket. Was it towards the
Okay,
top, in the middle,
there
the
was
bottom?
these were like large industrial sized garbage bags, right?
Okay.
And mom would always yell at me, you know, don't put so much garbage in one bag, because I would always make the bags like really heavy, right?
You.
Okay.
And so I had the blanket was in.
My mama would always argue with me, Danny, don't put all the cat shit in the bag. All right? Now go clean out the chicken coop, which is my bedroom, pretty much. Pull up, Danny. I'm tired of it. All right? I gotta take this dog to the vet. His hair's falling out. It's probably because I scream at the motherfucker all the time, but you know, that's just me.
In a garbage bag, but there was another garbage bag.
Guys, I'm sorry. It's just a way. This is just a way for me to not cuss a lot and to get a little bit of stress out when I click. Because I'm like, you son of a bitch. Otherwise, you are the lyingest mother. So I don't know what's going to come out.
That was inside, right?
Almost.
So it was like double bagged.
Interesting.
And you could see I keep wanting to say a hole that was ripped in the side.
So he's saying it's a double bag and it's also ripped. I just made sure when you're up. Oh my God. Listen to the
bag, but there was another garbage. I had to make the bags like really heavy, right?
Okay.
And so I had the blanket was in a garbage bag, but there was another garbage bag that was inside, right? So it was like double bagged.
Interesting.
And you could
garbage bag, but there was another garbage
bag that was inside, right?
So it's a garbage bag in a garbage bag with something in it. But if it's an industrial bag, why are you double bagging it already? Because I buy the construction bags at Sam's Club or Costco, right? And they are, Daniel probably stole them from his work. That's where it probably got his. So, allegedly, in my opinion, you're not tearing those bags. You're not tearing those bags, Daniel. Okay. They're like 5 or 6 mil, something like that. I just can't believe him.
So it was like double bagged.
Interesting.
And you could see I keep wanting to say a hole that was ripped in the side from a hand that went down inside of it.
It's like he's reliving it. I keep wanting to say that there is a hole in the side that went down inside of it. You're reliving it. What is it? 1-ply? Yeah. Daniel, if you think a 4 or a 6-year-old is going to even get in the trash outside while it's raining, wet, cold, and in my opinion, it's hanging up clearly in their bedroom, but that's besides the point, the day before, and then reach down in it, rip the bag, rip the other bag, and put their hand down in it, and then rip the fucking blanket. You got to remember that. Well, Lily hated bugs. Jack loved them, but Lily hated bugs. I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't know how anybody believes him. Those blankets you just can't rip. Right. Well, and the way it was ripped, it looked very interesting itself.
And pulled something out, but
He's bad.
it looked to be like somebody put their hand in there and ripped it out and inside of it. And I keep wanting to say a hole that was ripped in the side from a hand that went down inside of it and pulled something out, but it looked to be like somebody put their hand in there and ripped it out. But
Now,
the blanket was still at the bottom of the bag, right? It wasn't pulled all the way out. It wasn't anything like that. So
was the trash bag in the bottom of the can?
Okay. The blanket was still in the bottom of the bag. What else was in the bag, Daniel? I thought it was on the top too, Tress. How do you pronounce it? I always forget. Sorry. I thought it was in the top of the bag. Two versus the light, Daniel. He's a serial hoaxer. He put it in a bag that threw garbage bag on top of it. Hold on. He put it in the bag and then he threw garbage bag on top of it. That's what he's saying. Who would put their hand in a garbage bag unless you knew what you were looking for? Exactly. Why would anyone just go to the trash and pull out something that, especially someone who doesn't know what's in that bag, right? There might be nasty old food or something in there, and women's feminine hygiene stuff, just really nasty stuff. And after it's used, and then go rip a piece of blanket You don't know what blanket's in there. You don't know it's Lily's blanket. You don't know it's the kid's blanket. It just happened to be Lily's blanket. Come on, Daniel. You're embarrassing the shit out of yourself. Jack's diapers. Absolutely. And it just happened to be a week ago that he threw this blanket away. When's the trash run there? And this is the thing. He says there was only one bag in the entire garbage bin. You had a lot of trash around that yard that could have been picked up in that house. Your trash was constantly overflowing, Daniel. Every picture we have inside that house, that trash can is heaping over. It's embarrassing.
Or on top of like all the other trash.
It was the garbage bag. That one big garbage bag. That was like a 60-pound garbage bag, and it was just that was the only bag that was in there.
Oh, okay. So there wasn't
that
any
one?
other trash on top.
No,
of it.
there was nothing else piled on top of it or underneath it.
So if
Nothing else piled on top of it or underneath of it. Does this guy literally believe him? Jen, I hope not. He says 60 pounds. I don't know if he means 60 gallons. There's 55 gallons. But it makes me wonder, was any other 60-pound, as in Daniel says, bags used for anything else, Daniel? Asking. Yes, Deborah, and never believe an elaborate narrative. Never. If people have to give you these elaborate, no, someone innocent says, yeah, it's right there. Go figure it out. Find my kids. Not, my mommy told me to throw it away a week ago. And she said, don't pack the bags too much. Even though it's an industrial bag, and that's what they're for. Dumb. Is that they can take a lot. But, you know, a blanket is just too hard for that bag to handle.
somebody opened the bin, that's the first thing that they would see.
Yeah, they would be able to see the pink blanket in there. Yeah.
Okay. And so,
do you see what he just said? He says that's the first thing that they would be able to see. No, you didn't say that, Daniel. Remember, he said it was on the bottom. Now he's saying if you lift the lid up, that's the first thing you're going to be able to see, even though it's double bagged and someone stuck their hand in it. Yes, he did, Charlotte. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's on the bottom, but it's the first thing you see.
it seems like in the documents that it alludes that they showed you guys a picture and that you guys confirmed it. Was that, if you didn't see a picture, do you know if Malaya did?
I'm not sure if she did or not. I have no idea.
You can tell he's lying. He's lying through the crack of his ass.
So
I cannot wait for the rest of this. I cannot wait for the rest of this. So, Daniel, you're saying the document's wrong, right? They didn't show you a picture, you know, the two adults in the home, right? The stepfather and the mother. When it was you, the one that said that threw it away, not Malaya. And she knew who it was. She knows who blanket it was. She was the first to say it, not you. You're the one to deny it. You're the first one to deny it. And you're the one that threw it away. And you're saying the document saying that alluded to you and Malaya seeing it sent a picture. You're saying no. And this is why the RCMP is taking notes. They're literally everything that they have said to him. And then he goes out here and answers questions, whether that's via text, in a chat room, on Facebook, on a video, whatever. They're going to compare him. They're going to compare. Watch this. Hold on.
Nighttime comes.
1 second. Right, I think it's right here.
Okay.
And so I had the blanket was in a garbage bag, but there was another garbage bag that was inside, right? So it was like double bagged.
Interesting.
And you could see I keep wanting to say a hole that was ripped in the side from a hand that went down inside of it.
Okay. So it's a double bagged, and it's just got a tear. Oh my God. It's got a tear, and it's in another bag.
And pulled something out, but it looked to be like.
First of all, let's think about this. Think about this. You fucked up, Daniel. You fucked up. They're going to be able to prove this as well. Daniel, whoever, boy, you really fucked up. Whoever got that piece of blanket, that blanket would have had to have been either torn outside of the bag. It would have had to either been torn outside of the bag. You're going to hear it here first. And then put in. And then put in. Or if a hand went in it, I would like to, maybe I'll do a video on it. I would like to see Daniel get a bag of trash and then get another bag of trash and then put the blanket on the bottom or the top, don't really care, even though he's lying, and put one hand in it and tear that blanket with one hand. Tear it with one hand, Daniel. Stick your one hand in that trash bag and try to tear a piece of a blanket in half. You can't do it. in a tiny hole. Bingo. Exactly, Lexi. You're getting it. Yes. You can't do it with one hand. You can't do it with two hands, because if you stick both your hands in it, right, and you try to rip it, well, your hands are going to tear the fucking bag, Daniel, you dumbass. They're going to tear the bag with it. How do you rip it? How do you rip? How do you rip something? You tear it apart. And if your hands are stuck in there and you're pulling it apart, that means the plastic is going to tear with it. Right? That blanket had to have been torn before it was put in that bag. And it just had to have been. You fucked up, Daniel. And I've still got a couple things that I can't share, but Daniel, the Rcmp knows. And I hope they are. There's more to this trash bag. Oh, there certainly is. Mm-hmm. He's digging more crap than most cat shelters, the busiest cat shelters in North America. That's how much shit he's burying right now. He's trying to bury. Well, Janet, there's just some things that I keep close because I don't want certain people to know. It's just I want justice for him. That's the reason. You know what I mean? In my opinion, the blankets was part of the crime. It's part of something. It's got to be part of it. At least it's got to be a part of, to perhaps distract.
Somebody put their hand in there and ripped it out. But
Daniel, you can't put your hand in there and rip it out, you dummy. You can't do it. Hold on a second. Okay. Let's think of this for a second. This may not go as I planned it, but we'll try. Right. Daniel says there's a hole in the bag. Right? There's a hole in the bag. Daniel says there's a hole in the bag. Let's rip a hole, okay? Let's rip a hole so I can show you. Daniel says there's a hole in the bag, okay? He says there's another bag that would have to have a rip in it or not. I don't know if he's saying but regardless, right? Let's go in there, and then you're going to go in there, and then you're going to, he's saying that someone just went in there and ripped a part of the bag, or the blanket, ripped a part of the blanket. Well, if I go in there and I'm ripping part of the blanket, right? Ripping, I've got to keep pulling to rip it. It's going to be more than a hand. It's going to be more than just a little handprint right there, because you've got to rip it apart. You can't just put a hand in it. It's got to move apart from each other. Doesn't work. Doesn't work, Daniel. You fucked up, Major. We're here for it. Oh, he said it's industrial, Mohawk. Industrial. He said 60 pounds. I can tell you what. I don't believe a 4 or 6-year-old could break a hole for a hand in one bag, let alone 2. Oh, I think it's really important, Sherry. I think it's really important. I think it's very important to finding who did something with these kids. Very, very important. How would he know the bag weighed 60 pounds? Well, I mean, how would he know? I don't think he's saying that the bag weighed 60 pounds. I think he's saying that there's gallons, right? There's 55 gallons and all of that. But it's just the size. It's just the size. Yeah, there is. But he said his mommy told him. He said his mommy told him to not feel it too much. I was cooking dinner and couldn't see you till now, and I sat down. Saw you acting. So-called story. I needed that. Yeah. Well, it's just amazing to me. You can't tear a blanket inside of a garbage bag and expect the bag not to rip either. Hey, Ann, good to see you, honey. Yeah. They have to know. They have to know it. There's foul play. They have to know this. Now, proving with enough evidence, that's the fight. That's the fight. That's really hard to do. Right? Sometimes you know something, but it's harder to prove something. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Let me find this right here. 1 second. Try to find something what Mr. Martell said about these trash bags. Okay. It's just amazing to me. All right. Maybe I should end this one. Could see the blanket. Oh, well, yeah. And someone, look at this. Watch this. Someone said this earlier. I had a timer set, but it was double bagged, and yet someone could see the blanket that was at the bottom, and he knew exactly where to pull it out, which you couldn't see, but you could see. Oh my God, Daniel. This is what it's about. Look at this. These 2 little babies right here. Lily's got the prettiest eyes. Jack's got the prettiest little smile. Feel bad for Jack, though. He's always got these marks on him. That's what it's about. Daniel, you know better. Let's see our poll here. Do you believe Daniel's story About dog handler. No, I don't believe him. 52%. What dog story? Let's hear it. 29%. I don't know. 12%. 7% says they believe Daniel. That's a lot higher than I actually thought it would be. That's amazing to me. Lily, big smile. They deserve so much better. They really do deserve so much better. They really do. Guys, I am going to be live again here in just a little bit. I am absolutely coming back here in just a little bit, okay? If you don't catch me, if you're going to bed or wherever you're at right now, please come back and watch this because it is it's a story, if you especially live in the United States, that is very important. And someone has this young girl. She's probably, maybe still alive. But there is some human trafficking elements that are pointing this way. And if you have kids, grandkids, no kids, you need to see this next live, because they are picking up these kids, our kids, everywhere on the internet, especially young teenage girls. Very sad. All right, guys, I'll be back 30 minutes or less. It's crazy. Thank you guys so much for joining me. You guys are all amazing. Oh, butterflies, I did not see this. I apologize. Thank you so much for 7 months, my dear. Really good to see you, Miss Butterfly. Too far-fetched for me. Wondering when will which one? All right. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Really, really soon. Hopefully, my dear. Appreciate you. Oh, Joyous, thank you again, darling. Appreciate you. Who would put their hands in garbage bag unless you knew what you were looking for? 1,000%. Yes. 1,000%. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes or less. Much love, everyone. Appreciate you. God bless you. Justice for Jack and Lilly Sullivan. TikTok. They're going to be found.